This is Roosevelt Boulevard in Key West. 7 p.m. last Monday. Worst case scenario. A car just hit a kid riding his bicycle. Fortunately, the victim suffered only minor cuts and bruises.
I don't know where he was. I didn't see him. That guy on the scooter just started yelling at me, so I went over there. Or like I looked over there, and then I just heard the kid hit the car, and I fucking looked up, and he was on the road. He was rolling off.
According to the Florida Department of Transportation, Key West ranks #1 worst city of its size for bicycle-related fatal and injury crashes. Riding a bicycle in Key West is part of the culture. It goes together with the laid-back attitude and the good weather. But all too often, it's on a collision course with the growing number of cars and tourists not used to driving among vulnerable bicycles. We've asked Key Westers what, in their opinion, should be done.
Gotta make a little noise if you want to be seen.
That's right.
So I bought 20 bikes, and now I've got almost 500 bikes.
And what do you do with those 500 bicycles?
Well, we rent them out to the tourists.
So what's in there?
They have compressors, tools. They have a good stereo system for the employee. And
right.
this one is solar powered. I just it never has to be plugged in.
And so how does the compressor work?
Well, there's a battery in here, and the solar power gets charged every day, you know, and
So you have to make sure you leave your bicycle in the sun?
yes.
And so it charges in and that gives you air for everything?
Yeah.
Without a doubt,
Air, and then we have an AC outlet.
Start your
You know,
day
everything
with the
right down
Root
there, everything we
Girl
need.
and Molly Blue.
To fix a bicycle. That's the repair bike, then
And
what
that's
is
the
this
rescue.
one?
That's what I do with the rescue bike. I go and save people.
That's the rescue bike. What about the tow bike? I say there's one that says towing.
That's the tow circle.
The tow circle.
Yeah, you've got tow trucks and you have tow circles.
This is a tow circle.
Yeah. You see, when you show up with a pair of bolt cutters, this is my bolt cutter holder. You got to look kind of official. You can't just show up on a bike. I learned that you need to look like you got the shirt, you got the tow circle, the bolt cutters, and then people don't even bother you. You know, as soon as you look, if you don't have all the stuff, you know, they start asking you questions. Double ding dongs on all of my machines, and the screecher, just in case it gets ugly. Like Oregon, Colorado, Austin, Texas. You could be on this road in Austin, Texas. I was in there a couple years ago. These people are riding on their bikes right down in the 35, 40 mile an hour lane, and they don't honk at them, they just go around them. They're just traffic, you know? And we can get to that point, but we're in the beginning stages where everybody thinks it's this terrible thing, and all these terrible things will happen.
On a cruise ship. And they rented mopeds there on the corner across Caddy Corner aside from Sloppy's. And they came up to the stop sign on green and she couldn't stop and she rolled under the semi and the driver panicked and put her over reverse and squished her head like a watermelon. I mean, talk about memories. You know, but the issue is compound. We myself and Commissioner Johnson and other commissioners fought to have this Caroline Street corridor that we're redoing. You know, you can't have traffic both ways, a bike path, and parking on both sides of the road. You can't.
So what did you guys come up with for that
I think that's the plan.
Oh, that is the plan.
That is the plan.
You're going to have parking on both sides, and you're going to have a bike.
There's not going to be a separate bike lane.
No.
Oh, there's no bike lane.
Lane
No,
lost.
because there is no room.
And
But
so
what
even
about
though
putting parking on one side and not the other?
That's what we pushed
tried.
for.
That's what we tried.
So what do we have? Who is it that's pushing back on turning this into a bike-friendly town the way you might envision?
Well, in that particular case, it was the business owners along the street, and they were very concerned that they would lose business because
Parking.
it wasn't as convenient if you left the parking.
You'd have to walk 4 feet.
And the sad, even though there was tons of parking just
that
the other side of that sidewalk,
big
and the
parking.
sad thing is we didn't have some of those stats at the time, but it's actually been proven that if you have more sidewalk, more bike lanes, and more trees, you get more stop-ins.
Well, I've been over there. From the best I know, the neighbor were not in favor. The bike people are in favor.
Okay.
And so I don't know what's going to happen with the bike path. But personally, I'm in favor.
More people going to come to your business? Less people going to come to your business? What's it about? Is it about
I
parking?
think I have a principle of business. More people walk, more people come. More people drive a car, less people stop. Slower is the traffic, more chance you got to. So the bike is better than the car.
So you'd like to see this bike path right down?
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I mean, whether it goes down Caroline or zigzags through, I think there were a couple different directions. One was to go down James Street and cut across behind the parking lot, which I'm fine with. But heck, more people that can ride past you, and from a business standpoint, that's better. And people already are. We have bike racks everywhere. I mean, all around us. And so,
You're telling me that there's this organization that's called, what are they called? The League of American Bicyclists. And
Yes.
They've been around since 1880, which
Yes.
is interesting. And they chose us, so
They chose us. We actually had applied. They run a certification called Bike Friendly Communities, and so as we use their certification process as kind of a roadmap. You know, this is what we are doing, and oh yeah, that's a good idea. We can do that. It's within our power, or that's very far along, but it can be a long-term solution. These guys, they need it. We want to help, so they made us one of their top priorities. I think they took 100 cities total across the U.S.
This is the master plan. You know, if the city did these things, this town would be much safer, man. I mean, hopefully you can get 6. Medium politically, and then difficult politically. All right. And I did the same with the cost. You know, low cost, high cost, and like this would be a really high cost thing to do. Would put a pedestrian bridge right here over, over the triangle. That way you wouldn't have to deal with bikes or pedestrians anymore. High cost politically, I think it would be easy because everybody would be for that, but you have to find the money. And so then you have this, like here, number 22 is the bike path that used to be here, and they closed it off.
And so what would it take to restore that path?
Well, they trenched in some canals there, so you'd have to put little bike bridges in there, then there's this path that, from right here. This is such an easy one. You know the housing on Duck Avenue? All you need is a little bridge here, okay, to connect over here to Donald's, and then these people can all walk right to the shopping center. Now they got to come up over here, over here, over here, over here. It's ridiculous. One little bridge, and then it's just a couple block walk to the shopping center.
The bicycle route debate promises to be hot and colorful. Everyone is invited to post their ideas below and attend the Green Drinks Bicycle Action Planning Get-Together on Wednesday, January 21st from 5:30 to 7 p.m. upstairs at Kelly's Caribbean Bar and Grill. That's 301 Whitehead. And in just a few more seconds, we'll leave you in great company with MC Couscous and Brianna and Sarah performing their song Slow Down, one of Key West's very own top 10 original hits. But first, just one more thing from the Bike Man.
Tell them about all the great things on my bikes, like my ding dong. I have the biggest ding dong on my bike.
You have the biggest ding dongs on the island.
Bike Man has the biggest ding dong. That's a pretty well-known fact in Key West.
Okay, I want to see the ding dong. Show me the ding dong. Where are the ding dongs?
Right here. I've got orange ding dongs and chrome ding dongs.
Those are the biggest ding dongs. Alright.
And revving while you drive so fast, pedaling my bike while you waste that gas. Streets too small for a duck door, please. Crawling down Duval Street with the pocket full of. Slow down, man, this ain't the main land. You're killing my buzz and you're blocking my suntan. The land of something 30 and long lunch breaks. Kanye West, so baby, better pump your brakes. Slow down. Why you trying to pass me on US 1? We end up at the same light with everyone. You shouldn't live in Key West if you're in a rush. Go back to New York or Minneapolis. Sick of all these people driving like the Autobahn. Check your GPS and see what island you on. But it's not just the tourists, some locals drive fast. Hide my peace sign and stick my foot up in your. Slow down. Nowhere to park, so slow it down and walk it. Looking at the banyan trees, watching how I spark it. Spin it cause I'm in it to win it. You keep on driving, speeding down the back streets. That's when I glide in on my conch cruiser, feeling good like a champion. Conch old school, bubba ride around downtown. Lock my bike up while you looking for that parking. Told you slow down, but the people kept on laughing.